Hey, I'm really excited about today's episode. It's episode number 3. And not only are we going to have the fun segments, we got the twin flame journey today. We also have an interview with a light worker. I'm so excited for y'all to get to know this light worker and enjoy the usual steam ambiance that sets off your weekend and leads you into the following week. Ready? Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 3 of Sit With Me, STEAM Intuitive Therapy, a part of Get Into It TV. I am the host, Amina Hextall, as well as the CEO of STEAM Holistic Arts Healing. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. STEAM Holistic Healing Arts. And y'all can tell my energy is kind of like yee today. I don't know why. There's a full moon coming. Mercury is in retrograde, so I should be kind of frazzled. But I always tell people, my light workers, my light tribe, we don't get frazzled, by little things like that. We learned how to work with them and make them work for us so that we are, thriving through it rather than surviving. So I want to talk to you really quickly about the signature program, the Energy Shift. It is an amazing 9-month program that will assist you with clearing out all of the muck from the past and welcoming in all of the abundance and the wonderful manifestations that are awaiting you that you deserve now. You can register through patreon.com/anointed_egungun and get right on in, get started. You will not forget this workshop series. It will be life-changing. It will create a whole new circle of a community of people and resources for you. And if you have been going through depression, if you've been feeling lost, if you lack clarity, if you lack a purpose, if you feel like everything you're trying to manifest, there's always challenges, then the energy shift is exactly what you need. You need an energy shift, and that will bring everything into you. Today, I want to talk to you more about getting involved in the signature program, only because I feel it's a very important process and step for light workers. If you want to go out into the world and be of service, if you want to go out into the world and heal in some way, shape, or form, you have to have gone through the process as well. How can you offer healing to people and you have not healed? You have to do the work, and that is the work. Your own journey, your own healing process has to take place. So, a part of that journey, and what I want to talk about today to open up, is being able to be present on social media, but also knowing when to pull your energy back. Social media can be very toxic to the journey of the light worker, but it can also be beneficial. Whereas you may have opportunities to promote yourself on social media, but there are also other distractions. So what I wanted to give y'all very quickly is a way to know whether or not social media is benefiting you or draining your energy. Okay, so I'm going to give you some draining symptoms, and I'm going to give you some recharging symptoms, and you see where you fit in. But social media is also a real big creator of competition and jealousy, and it can cause you to feel like comparing yourself to other people, what they're doing, their life, and all that stuff. And we have to be careful with that. Okay, you have to be very careful with that. So let's go. You know that social media is a drain if you suffer from dry eyes. Your eyes are always dry, you're always rubbing them. It means you're sitting staring at a screen too long, and that could be caused by television as well. Anything where your eyes are not able to blink consistently and you're staring for a long time can cause dry eyes. Okay, there are remedies to that, but it can get so severe that you constantly need drops or something to moisturize your eyes. It can also cause blurry vision. So if you're dealing with that and you're thinking, oh, I'm losing my eyesight. No, you could just be simply suffering from dry eyes. Also, fatigue after sleeping. You slept, but you wake up and you still feel drained and tired. That is a good sign that you need to pull back your energy, and social media would be the first place you should pull it back from. Also, bad posture and weight gain. If you find that you're getting hefty around here because you're always sitting hunched over, your posture's no longer good. Your posture's like this. Your neck is always bent forward to the point where you're getting pains in your neck and in your back, and it is time to either find a different way to look at your phone or your laptops, or time to pull your energy back. Also, look at mine. Also, emotionally wounded by post. If you are emotionally wounded by post, you see somebody posted something, it hurts your feelings because you feel like it's a sub. Somebody posted something, it's so horrific, the video or whatever they're talking about, it makes you feel bad. Time to pull back, because now your empathetic ways are going to start to cause you to suffering that is not your own. Okay. And then lastly, being mentally attached, like you can't take off. If you cannot not get on social media for 5 days, that means no Instagram, no Facebook, no Twitter, no WhatsApp. I would say YouTube gets a pass because for some people, YouTube is TV, is their television. But if you can get off of those platforms that I mentioned, if you can't for 5 days, you have a mental attachment to them. That means something in you has to get on. You either need to check your likes, make sure you're getting recognition. You need to see what other people are doing. You need to have people see what you're doing. You need to get on. That is a number one to me sign that it's time to pull back when you feel like you can't. Now, ways to recharge from social media drain. Meditating with crystals helps. If you have crystals, meditate with them. It can reground you, reboot you, and reconnect you to the world and not cyberspace. Positive daydreaming. Sit and just daydream positive thoughts, positive things, positive events, positive ideas, and just flip, your vibration into one that's attracting only positive energy. Workout. That's number 3. You see I'm dressed like I'm about to be Jane Fonda? Yes, I am. I'm about to get my workout on after I finish talking to you guys here. I'm going to do some exercising. Why? Because it clears my head. It gets me focused on empowering myself and calling back in my power and standing in my light and feeling strong and accomplished when I finish. I do suggest that everybody have some kind of daily or weekly physical activity they can do, such as maybe joining the Femme Healing African Dance Workshop. That's every Saturday. You get yourself a nice 40 to 50 minute workout and some positive energy and affirmations your way that you can carry through the week. But find something. Number 4, take off a week or a month. Okay, not a month, but take off a week every month, something like that. If you can pull your energy off of social media for 1 week, 7 days, every month, you will see an energy change. You will see your confidence go up. Because think about it. What were we doing before Facebook and Instagram? There were other ways to communicate. There were other ways to advertise. There were other ways to find out what's going on with the people that you want to know about. And we need to remember that and go back to that whenever we're in an energy of, I can't pull away. And lastly, go on a cyberless vacation. Go somewhere where you will not get on the internet at all. No internet at all. Like you will just enjoy the ambiance of where you are and what you are doing. and who you're with. And that is my advice. Social media can be a benefit as far as getting yourself out in front of people and in communities that you might not be able to reach internationally without having to leave your home. But it can also be a huge drain on your energy, on your mindset, on your overall vibration for calling in what you want to manifest. So if you've been feeling challenged in any way, if you have been experiencing any of the symptoms I said on the drain list, then that is a pure sign that it's time for you to take a break from social media. To the twin flame journey. This is a general reading. So you take what resonates and whatever doesn't, you don't take. Also, if you don't feel that you are on a twin flame journey, then you can skip this segment altogether because it will not apply to you. How to know you're on a twin flame journey is if you feel like you're in a relationship or you're not. You're in a situationship where you are either constantly chasing this person and they're pulling their energy back. And then when you pull your energy back, they come chasing you. And it just constantly feels like a back and forth, in and out of each other's lives. Sometimes you get together and it's great. Then other times it's very painful. But you feel like you and this person belong together. It's usually a twin flame dynamic. Now, usually you do belong together. However, if everybody does not complete their work, clear their karma, things like that are meant to be done in this lifetime, then you and that twin flame will not come together. And what will happen is the divine will replace that person in your life with someone who is your divine mate, someone who is chosen by the divine. See, your twin flame to me is the person that, or the soul that you chose, two souls that decided we are going to meet again in this plane, in this realm or whatever at this time to do this work. But when you guys don't keep your spiritual contracts, then the divine steps in and then you get sent the mate that the divine has ordained for you. So never feel like, oh, if me and my twin flame never get together, I'm never going to find the one. No, that's not true at all. Let's clear that right now. You will still find and be matched up with whoever you're meant to be with, whoever you're vibrating to energetically. Now, if energetically you have it in your mindset that this guy or woman is the end all be all, and if you're not with them, then there's no one else, then that's what it'll be, because you are also a manifester and a co-creator. So keep that in mind during your journey. And I'm going to do a general update for those on the twin flame journey so you could get an idea of where things are from a light worker's end of things. So if you're a part of my light workers community here, which you obviously are if you're watching this show, then this reading is for you, to help you to understand how to better maneuver this journey. So these cards here are for advice. Let's save those for last. I'm going to be shuffling live. I was drawn to my Game of Thrones tarot deck and my Mermaid tarot. So I'm going to use the Game of Thrones for the actual read and then the Mermaid tarot to clarify. So let's see, cards already jumping out. What is going on in the twin flame journey of my light workers? No. What is happening on the twin flame journey? And let's see what answers we got. So for my light workers that are currently on the twin flame journey, you have the Queen of Coins reversed, wow, You have the Knight of Swords reversed. You have the Page of Spears reversed, which is the Page of Wands. You have the Page of Swords reversed. Maybe I just have my whole deck upside down. Is that what it is? No. Okay. Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of Wands, reversed. All right, my dear light workers. The twin flame journey right now is looking pretty wild. You might find yourself torn between two choices at this time. I do see two different people coming in. Both of these energies have their issues. So, at this time right now, I do feel like you're not feeling financially stable. So your focus may be on your coin. You may be more focused on building up your wealth, some financial stability, seeking guidance that will help you do that, work that will help you do that, people that will help you do that. But you do have two different energies here. We have the Knight of Swords next to the Page of Spears reverse, which shows me that maybe at this time you've been pulling your energy back, because I do see someone wanting to come towards you with their truth, wanting to give you some kind of opportunity. Don't fall for it, my light workers. It feels like this person feels like they're losing you. And whenever they feel that way, they come to you offering an opportunity or offering something to keep you. So maybe if they feel you pull back your energy, they say, hey, they come out of nowhere and they want to link up. They want to meet at a hotel. They want to go out for drinks. They want to do anything that's non-committal. Keep that in mind. It'll be opportunities that are just for fun, just for them to get an opportunity to be in your energy. And it could be the same person. They come through as in and out. Yeah, this feels like the same energy. This person has been flaky already in and out your life. They're not 100% honest. They're not telling you everything. So I do feel at this time you pulled your energy back from this person so you could focus on your financial endeavors, because they're just too flaky. It's like they're not honest. They want to come running in and give you a little bit of truth just to keep you in their grasp, but then they're off and doing whatever it is that they've been doing. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Coins reversed. So this person is juggling. Yeah. So right now, your twin flame is in a situationship where they're juggling more than one person. And at this time, they are doing what I call the scramble. When they have this other person they're not too sure of or they're not really into, they know you're the one, but for whatever reason, and it's never love, for whatever reason, they are staying with this other person. It could be community requirements, family expectations. It could be children. It could be parental guidance. Whatever it is, it's never love. And it just feels like this person feels obligated in some way to stay in the situation they're in rather than commit to you. But in the meantime, they want to hang on to you. I can't stand that energy. I've been there. All right, so let's get some clarity. Yeah, my Queen of Pentacles energy here. Queen of Coins is in the Fool energy. That is your vibe, whether you're a man or a woman. You're in an energy right now where you're trusting the universe. You're just trusting, and you're taking what I would call a leap of faith. If something looks good, you're with it. If it feels weird, you're not with it. It's that simple. You have the Page of Cups reverse to clarify the Knight of Swords reverse. So yeah, this person's going to come running in and profess bullshit to you. Maybe they really believe it in the moment. Oh, I'm so in love with you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to move. I'm going to... Whatever they have to do to get to you, they're going to profess that because they feel like they're losing you right now. Okay, you have the Four of Pentacles coming through reverse. It's like they're holding on to you, but they don't see your value. They don't see your true value. It's like they see it, but they don't. And that's to clarify this Page of Wands that's going to offer you some false opportunity to make you think that they're ready to move forward with you. They're just trying to hold on to you, is what I get at this time. You have the Hanged Man reverse. So maybe they weren't coming at you. Maybe you guys haven't really been speaking that much. Or if you have been speaking, it's been brief or surfacey. Because I feel like now they're going to start making a move towards you. Yeah, it's coming. With the World reversed, this person is repeating a cycle. They're supposed to be starting a new one with you, but however, they are not seeing, they're not getting it. They're not seeing the whole perspective of things. They're not seeing the part they're playing in it. And now all they're doing is trying to keep the cycle going, trying to keep whatever has made them feel comfortable going. And that's not for you. You need to be over here, trusting in the universe, working on your coins, and this person needs to get their life. All right, let's see. Is there any hope for this person? Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups, but it is reversed. There is a chance that this person is going to try to offer you some kind of love, but it's going to be not what you're looking for. I feel like non-traditional. This person may want to ask you to have a non-traditional relationship with them, which could mean they have someone else and they have you. Some people may be into polygamy, but I do see that discussion coming up at some point for some of you, so be prepared for that. If you're into that, go for it. If not, don't do it, because you will not be happy. Okay? I'm going to give you some advice, but from the middle of the deck, we have the Two of Wands, and the first thing they want you to know is what you want is already yours. If this person is supposed to be with you, they will be with you. Don't fall for the smoke signals. Smoke signals can be a warning, and they could also be just smoke signals. Wait until you actually see some actual evidence of commitment before you give yourself to this person you consider your twin flame. At this time, they are either going to want you to compromise. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune here. Just flew off the top of the deck. Yeah, they're going to want you to compromise, or they're just going to keep stringing you along. With the Wheel of Fortune coming through, you're clearing karma. This is a karmic energy here. This person is not clearing their karma. They're trying to get you to fall in line with it rather than do the work. You've done the work, or you're doing the work. So don't let them pull you backwards, is what I'm hearing, because all of their cards are reversed. So this person is definitely, whoever you're thinking of, is definitely not ready to commit. They will say they are, but they will not be offering you the commitment that you deserve, is what I'm hearing. They will be trying to get you to fit in to their life, their lifestyles, and what they want to make things easier on them. Okay. So your advice from the Journey of Love Oracle. I'm going to tell you now, with this twin flame journey, what I'm feeling first off for you before I even pull your card is that there is a need for you to focus on you at this time. You need to get your money together. You need to get your career together. You need to do the things you dream about doing and not think about this person if you can help it. You know, think of them as a friend for now. A friend, okay? A friend that you have very deep feelings for, but a friend. And if they're a real friend, then they will show you in ways. And to me, when you put the label friend on someone, that's when they really, really get to show you how much they love you. Because a friend is going to be by your side, whether you're giving them dick or punani or whatever. So this is how you will really see if this person is the one for you. So, wait a minute. There's something on my windowsill, and wait a minute. Everything is flipping now. There's something on my windowsill, and it's weird. It looks like a little black worm. I wish I could show it to you. I know it came from outside. Now it's trying to hide itself and go back into this crack on my windowsill. I'm telling you this because it's odd that it's coming. I've never seen this before, and it's on my windowsill now. And it gives me the feeling of sneakiness. Something that you don't see that's going to rear its head. So for some of you guys, take this as a note. There's something that's been hidden that is going to surprisingly come to the surface when you least expect it. It may not be a great surprise. It may be something that you're like, what the fuck? However, it's something that is going to open your eyes and really make you stop what you're doing and rethink things and assess what you want to do moving forward. Don't feel stuck in this situation, okay? You always have the power to walk away. And sometimes you have to be a friend to yourself, you know? If something's hurting you, let it go. Don't keep it going. Love you. Don't feel guilty either. I just got rid of the little thingy that was on my windowsill, and I felt a little twinge of sadness. Like, aw, you didn't deserve to die, but you know, I don't want you getting onto my table and all my stuff. So, if you gotta cut this person off, if you have to pull back your energy, do what you gotta do. Trust and believe. You'll be better for it. Okay? Let's get you that advice. That was a weird occurrence. Your advice says across the waters. I'm gonna read you the card. Bottom of the deck, you have the bride offers herself. So let's see what the messages are for these cards. All right, so across the waters is your initial advice. And it says, you're being called across the waters as if crossing a bridge of light from one ocean to a far greater one. These waters are your emotional waters, holding your feelings, your attitudes, your expectations, and your fears and doubts, as well as your hopes and dreams. It can seem like such a lot to navigate. Sometimes our water feels overcrowded, as if swarms of people were descending into the ocean on a sweltering hot day. Hardly finding a space in the water to cool ourselves, we can feel as though there's just no room for faith, trust, peace, and love. There's just too much happening in that water. Wait, let me change my music because I think this one's going to get me flagged. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. We yearn for the cool, calm mountain lake, serene, giving, echoing a gentle dispensation of grace. You are being called across the waters, out from an overcrowded sea, into the cool spaciousness of the endless lake. So it's time to let go of some mental clutter, some attitude, some thoughts. Ask for help and bathe yourself in the green and gold rays of healing color. Just imagine them cascading down around you and through you like a waterfall. It's a bit like you're moving into a new neighborhood in a cleaner and more spacious town. It might be a bit unfamiliar at first, but soon enough you'll enjoy the difference. So this oracle brings you a message. It is your time to think about something in a different light. Soon you will have a shift in perspective, and the feeling of overwhelm, stress, and just too much going on will be replaced with serene trust and peacefulness. Know that beneath even the most chaotic mind is a place of deep, quiet serenity within. Do whatever helps you dive deep to find it. Dance, take some rest, meditate, do yoga, write, paint, make love, make music, join a workshop. In that quiet serenity within, you'll be leaving unnecessary chaos behind you, and you'll be presented with the gift of a new way forward. Inhaling the soft scent of promised taste, the nectar moist upon my lips, I savor each sip across my tongue, dwelling in the moment's pleasure. Warm and sweet, bathed in tingling thirst, I find myself wanting you, wanting more. That is the little prose there that wrapped up that read of that card. But you have to look at things in a different light. Maybe your perspective is, oh, this person is elusive to me. Oh, I need to compromise so that I could fit in with this, whatever this person wants to offer me. And they're saying no. Quiet your mind. Look at things from a different perspective. Okay? Do something else. Get into a workshop. Take a dance class. Whatever you have to do to switch your focus. And then you will clearly see a new way forward. So you also have the bride offers herself. Now that's the bottom of the deck. So this is something that you're not necessarily seeing or experiencing right out. Anyway, this oracle offers you a message to accept what is being offered now, whether through challenge or an easing of the way forward. There's a gift of grace from the divine feminine reaching for you now. Allow her in and be blessed. This oracle also heralds a time of importance in relationships. You have been revealing yourself and not being afraid of who and what you are, sharing yourself in willingness to connect. Your vulnerability and beauty is acknowledged and will attract the response you need at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Every bride shall have her bridegroom. So, you've been doing the work, is what Spirit is saying. What is meant for you is going to come into you, for you. You're going to attract in the perfect time, in the perfect way, what is for you. Don't force anything, okay? You have already put yourself out there. You are in your divine feminine energy. So you're open to friendship, love, spiritual companionship, and even service. So whether you recognize this gift of the divine femme or not, it's going to bring you good fortune. Stay in that energy of the divine feminine. Stay in that energy of nurturing and loving light. But stay in it for you and not for anyone else. And the poem at the end of this card's read says, how careful we must be close. How fragile we must feel. How sad not to be when someone is real. To say approach with caution when we already know that inside there's a likeness and experience goes slow. You can translate that to me whatever it means for you, but that's what I have for you guys today on the Twin Flame Journey, and I will see you next time. Sending you so much love and light towards your journey, so much peace of mind, so much healing to any of the scars or wounds that may be occurring during this journey. And I want you to know, if you haven't heard it today, that I love you. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are light. You are love. You deserve the best, and the best is coming to you now. Peace. Hey, I want to tell you really quickly about this amazing program I have also every week virtually called Femme Healing African Dance, where you can get moving and get visualizing and get mantra chanting to get yourself ready for your week ahead. Join us at any time. The program is open to all levels, all genders, all are welcome. It is now time for an interview with a light worker. Okay. Welcome to my segment called The Light Workers Interview, where we get to talk to a light worker and see learn more about their journey and about what they do and how we could work with them. So this is my first guest, Kaniba, and I want Kani to give a little information about herself, but I want you guys to know that Kaniba's here because she's a light worker. She's been a part of my Master In-Tuit Summit at least 2 or 3 years, 2 years in a row since I started it, and she was the youngest In-Tuit in the summit, and she's really been growing creatively, she's been growing spiritually, and now I think, it's time for her to share some aspects of her journey. So I'm gonna let Connie tell you a little something about what she does as a light worker. Connie?
Yeah. Hello, I'm Kaniba, as she said, and as a light worker, I primarily shed light through my writing. I use writing myself as a form of exploration for like shadow work, for like exploring emotions, and as a creative outlet where to put down all the feelings that you cannot express. It's easier to talk through writing than it is sometimes verbally.
Great. So for all of you out there who are aspiring writers, who maybe are struggling to find their voice, this is a light worker here who is sharing her voice and her experiences and her wisdom, and making a platform available for others who would like to heal through the same technique. So let's ask her some questions. All right, so how did you discover your calling? What was the sign that you were like, I'm meant to write, or I'm meant to be artistic or creative in some way to help, people?
Well, since I was like super, super young, all I would do was read. I'd read big, like, giant books like the Olympian series. I'd read random fan works made on the internet. I'd read any book I could get my hand on the library, like comics, novels, light novels, anything. And it was, whenever I read them, it always felt like I was able to immerse myself in that world. I was able to understand and empathize with the characters, and it helped me deal with like issues that I might have been dealing with at the time, or helped me feel like, what's the word? It helped me be able to like go through different lives and understand from different perspectives. And as I grew up, I wanted to allow other people to feel that way as well.
Okay, so through reading books, you discovered your calling. Interesting. For all of you out there who have children who don't want to read, let them see this interview and realize that through reading you can find your higher purpose, your higher calling, your direction in this world. All right. So why do you feel that it's time now for what you offer, for getting, I guess, why do you think it's time now for people to start to I guess find outlets to express themselves and release certain things they're holding in? Was there any like current events or any energy in the world that you're feeling that makes you feel like now is the time?
Oh yeah. For like the past few years, it feels like wherever you go, if you turn on the internet, turn on the TV, look at the newspaper, if you walk outside, something terrible is happening. It's something that's stressful, something that's like upsetting, and like all the multiple people out there that are just like, oh, it's not gonna get better. It's not gonna get better. You might as well give up. It's never gonna get better. And I don't subscribe to that notion at all. That's a terrible thing to put out into the world, that nothing's ever gonna get better. That's why I feel like now is the time, especially if you have any sort of like light work or outlet, like drawing or dancing or speaking, even running, anything, you should be putting your all into that, because the way the world is right now, it does feel like a lot of things are out there to pull you down, and you shouldn't succumb to like the darkness.
Okay, so a lot of dark times. We're in some dark times right now, and what she does can help you overcome the energy and the vibration of darkness that is currently on the planet. Okay. And well, you explained how you could benefit, because it can help you, I guess, not to succumb to the darkness or the shadow, energy. But who do you aim to benefit through your writing or whatever it is you do?
Who do I aim? I never really had a target audience, now that you've mentioned it. I always, whenever I wrote, I just thought in general, whoever was meant to find this, hopefully that it would end up helping them. Like the way that I would stumble onto like a random book or series or like a storyteller, and I'd be like, oh, this is strange that I just found this when I needed it.
Now that is a light worker's mindset. If you are called to it, it's for you. If they're not called, it's not for them. So I guess that's how you put your stuff out there. It's for those that need it. They'll be called in, and okay, that sounds good. So, do you have any way people could work with you? Either read your work, write with you, or is there any other things or opportunities to work with you in any way?
There should be soon. I'm planning to make an entire link tree, so people would be able to find like my works and find contact information for me.
That sounds like a great thing. I also wanted to ask you, because you have been such a staple in the Master In-Tuit Summit. Do you ever plan on offering readings?
I'm not against offering readings. I've done it in the past, and I'm not against doing them again. So I'm fine with offering readings if anyone wants any.
Okay. So y'all heard it here. If you want to get intuitive guidance from what I consider a rising Intuit, a rising artist. She's only 20 years old, and I think she's amazing. And that you all If you have young people who you want to get more spiritually inclined or get more in tune with the self, with personal development, I think she's a great role model and someone great to refer your children to, or even if you're a young adult, she's relatable. Okay, so let's get to the funny segment, some fun. Do you have any spiritual guide beefs?
Oof, yeah. One time during one of the readings I was offering a friend of mine, you ever have one of them people that like you give them a reading but they only pick up the parts that they want to hear? I kept on telling them like, oh, it's time to move on from something that somebody did to you and stuff about like having like something done to them in the past. And the only part that they picked up on was this person did something to you, and they harped on it. And I was like, you gotta read that. You can't just stick here and talk about, oh, and this person did this and that to me, and I'm never gonna forgive them. Go back to the beginning. What did I say?
That is a good one. I can say I have had a lot of experience with that, where you read someone and they pick out what they want to hear. Especially when I've done readings on love, where they don't hear the part that this person ain't good for them, but they'll hear the part like, you know, if this person was able to change this aspect of themselves, that they'd be good for you. That's all they hear. They don't hear that they're not good. And then they run with the, well, if this person changes, that means we have a chance. And I'm like, but did you hear the part where I said? So I get you exactly. And yeah, I could say that would be one of my spiritual guide beefs as well. All right. Next segment of the interview is the dreamers. So, do you have any future plans and desires or anything for yourself or for the world?
I've always wanted to. You see, whenever I talk about my writing, I'm always talking about like being able to help people immerse and explore themselves. Since I was young, I've always wanted to make games because that's the most like accessible way for people to like jump in and immerse themselves and be able to like experience something. I wanted to like write like story-based ones that like, oh, you can experience like a story while also immersing yourself in the best way possible by actually engaging with it physically.
So that's one of your future plans and desires, is to create
like video games that people can explore themselves through by the story. The second one would probably be, I did always want to get. I've always that there were like a bunch of writers that I also wanted to collaborate with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that especially like touched me during a time where I felt like I needed like I needed the intervention.
Yeah.
And I won't like to name one of them. One of them was Madeline Miller, who made the Song of Achilles book and the Circe book. And those books really changed me. I think they really helped me.
So you would like to collaborate with that writer in some way?
At some point, yes.
Oh, okay.
I hope.
Well, yeah, we're talking about our future. This is the Dreamers segment, so you dream big. All right. That's it?
Well, the third one is, of course, I want to travel. I do want to travel and be able to, like, actually talk to the people, to everyone. I don't want to be in, like, a closed-minded, like, I'm in this one place and I'm always in this one place and I don't know anything else. The only way I'm able to be able to reach other people is if I travel around and meet them.
Expanding culturally.
Yes.
Makes sense. Alrighty. So let's move to the next segment. This next one is called I Did That. I Did That. This is where you talk about a major accomplishment or something that you're very proud of that either people don't know about or maybe they didn't think you'd accomplish.
The first thing that came to my mind was going to college.
I was thinking that too, but that's a great accomplishment.
I was able to finally go to college this month on August 14th, and I'm going in for fine arts, so I can transfer to a 4-year university.
Yay! And why did this accomplishment seem like something that possibly wouldn't be possible?
Well, first of all, I had to take like a 2-year break after leaving high school because high school just drained me. It drained me. I thought I was like, oh, this is the end. I can't do school anymore. This is the worst part of my schooling career. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to do college because I was like, how can I go back into an environment like that? but eventually I pulled through and I submitted. I got accepted, and I'm on my way now to actually like completing a dream that me and my entire family has had since I was born.
And I could say some of the doubts probably also stem from having a non-traditional education coming up too, being homeschooled here and there. A lot of times people can make you feel discouraged about whether or not you can get into a college or a university. But you did that. High five. All right, so last segment. This is for the self-lover in you. And what we ask you in this segment is, what is your favorite healing therapy tool?
Music. All the way music. People probably don't believe me when I say that my main way I heal or I make myself feel better is by listening to music, because I tell everybody that I'm really into like rock music. But a lot of the songs I listen to are all about like breaking free of like the bad environment that you're in and going to somewhere higher, being able to persevere no matter what, to stay on the path that you've chosen, to not look back at the past and to always be your best self. They just say it in a very aggressive way.
Like rap, like hip hop.
Yeah, exactly. And I just listen to music and I end up feeling better about myself because the message is so positive. I like to be around positive things, especially if I'm not feeling well.
Wow. Music is Kaniba's healing therapy go-to tool for self-love, and I think that's a great tool that you all should pretty much people already use it and don't realize that they're using it as a healing tool. And I want to thank Kaniba for being here with me today. She's my first interview guest and my firstborn child. And so I want to thank her for giving me her time. And I'm going to put up your contact information if people want to book a session with you or collaborate with you as far as writing. She also works very well with youth. She's the oldest sibling to 3 children who are nonverbal and have ASD2, which puts them on the autism spectrum, and ADHD. So she has experience with kids who have special needs. If you have questions or anything, if you're a sibling to someone and you have questions, she is a great person to talk to. She's very patient, very kind with them. And she has a great understanding and also intuitively is able to connect. And that's something that may interest others, getting more in touch with your intuition so that you could be more in touch with those who can't express themselves verbally. And on that note, I want to thank Connie for coming and being a part of this episode of Sit With Me. And until next time, bye.
Hey, did you know that there's now a way that you too can learn how to use your intuition in order to help guide yourself as well as others? Join my virtual program, Get Into It with Amina, where you can also receive certification at the end of your 7-month program that you self-pace. Register today. We start September 6th and every Wednesday after that. If you're under age 18, please leave the room because it is time for Mina After Midnight. Mina After Midnight. Mina After Midnight. Welcome to Mina After Midnight. This is where I do 18+ readings for those that are interested in more intimate knowledge, more clarity when it comes to sexual experiences, and some direction when it comes to calling them in. So you've been yearning for a night of passion, one you'll never forget. We're going to find out if you're calling that in, if it's going to be a committal situation or just an intimate situationship. Will you discover what they like? Will they discover what you like? And how does this night of passion happen? How does it come together? I'm going to answer all of this and more, of course, on this episode of Mina After Midnight. Okay, so you have 3 pals. Pal number 1, pal number 2, and pal number 3. You can choose based off of the top card, or you can choose by the object. Either one will suffice, or both, or by the number 1, 2, or 3. We're going to take in a deep breath after I show you each choice to clear your mind and allow yourself to be open to receive where your message is meant to come from. So pile number 1 is represented by this Masai bracelet. And the top card looks like this. If you feel drawn to either of those items, your message is in pile 1. Now pile 2, a little complicated here with your object, let's move it, is represented by these red jasper crystals. And this card. So if you feel drawn to the jasper or to the card, then your message is in pile 2. And pile 3 is represented by this seashell. And this card. So if you feel drawn to that card or the shell, then your message is in pile number 3. Now let's clear our minds. Take a deep breath in through your mouth and out. Really letting go of any tension, any stress, any worries in your mind. You're letting all of that go right now, and you're opening to receive the number, the photo, or the object that is calling to you with your message for today. And I will be right back with pile number 1. Hey, pile 1. So you were drawn to this bracelet here. So what I do get right off jump is either you're married or you're looking for marriage, or it's coming in. This is usually worn by married women. So I would say you're either married and maybe you haven't been getting any, or you need your sex life spiced up a bit, or you're looking to get married, or you're engaged to be married. But this is pretty much a pile that's looking for a committed union. Okay, this is your card of advice. I read it last. So let's see what we got here. Let's see if you're calling this in or if you're blocking it in any way. So you have the 7 of Swords. Sneaky sneakiness going on. You have the World. Interesting, my pile 1s. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. So are you calling in this Knight or blocking it? It feels like you're calling it in. It really feels like it's something that you feel like you have to sneak to do. So I don't know if you have children and you have to get away from them. You live in a compromising situation where intimacy is difficult, or you're trying to cheat. Whatever the case is, there's a sneakiness going on, you know, with you at this time. So maybe you're trying to spice things up in a surprise sort of way, because we got the World here, which means a whole new world, a new cycle, you know, not the same old shit. And with the Knight of Pentacles coming in, it's something that's coming in slowly, but has a great reward, something that takes patience. So it feels like you have patiently been calling this in. It's something you value. You value a committed union with someone who can sexually satisfy you. And therefore, you are willing to do what you have to do to get it. Let's see what else we got. So is this going to be a committal situation or just an intimate situationship? You have the Ace of Shells, which is the Ace of Cups. Feels like it's going to be committal so far. Oh, the Five of Feathers reverse, which is the Five of Swords. And Temperance. Wow. So what I'm getting for you is that the situation feels like, take it if it resonates. I'm getting two vibes. On one end, I'm getting the vibe of a couple that spices up their situation. It wants to spice up their relationship, maybe by doing role playing. Yeah, I'm hearing role playing big time. And then for some of you, it feels like you may be sneaking off with someone. With the Five of Swords here reversed, it gives me the feeling of some kind of competitive energy or fears or bickering that comes to an end when things are made harmonious again. So maybe you go for drinks and things spice up, but I do feel like, or you go out for drinks and you end up sneaking off and doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. Well, you are supposed to be doing if you're doing it, because Source wouldn't have put that in your path. But yeah, it's like a lot of sneaky energy. So either you guys will be doing something that you really, really love to do, but is considered a little taboo by others. People might judge it. Or you are literally sneaking off with someone else. Okay. Yeah, I don't really see like many people involved, so I don't really get the feeling of cheating. It just gives me a feeling of covert activities. Okay, so is this a committal union? It feels like it is, or at least someone you want to be serious with, you want a commitment from. So let's see, what will they discover that you like in the bedroom? Wait, before I move past this, I forgot that this was really supposed to be you, them, and the outcome in the middle. So I will look at this one more time as that. You, Ace of Cups, you're going to be going into this like full of love, feeling like this is going to be a new experience of love. The person you're coming together with is going to feel like they found harmony, peace, a complete balance, a like spirit, a like energy, just not too much of one thing over the other, just a nice, healthy, harmonious union and balance. And the end of bickering, maybe you're coming from arguing a lot or bumping heads or cheating and stuff like that. I see this next night of passion coming up being the one that kind of puts all of that in the past. All right, now I can move on. So what will they discover you like on an intimate tip? Oh, so they're going to discover that you are a great visionary, that every time you close your eyes, you see their face, you feel very connected to them. They're also going to discover that you masturbate and think of them. You touch yourself with them in mind. Now maybe that's something you're going to do in front of them, or something that you're going to end up telling them. So what will they be into that you're going to discover, or maybe you already know? We have the Ten of Swords. And it did come through reversed. So it gives me the energy that they're going to be very careful with you, how they treat you. They're going to want to make sure that you're not hurt. Yeah, even though it may be a night of some wild sex, they still will make sure that your heart is not hurt. I feel that being a concern. What else are they going to be into? I do see drinking, though. Alcohol playing a major part in this night of sex. And you have the Seven of Cups reversed. So it feels like this is someone who may have had options, but they're going to be wholly focused in on you. It's going to feel like they chose you. And if this isn't someone who has many options, then they're really going to like to be the dominant energy. They're going to want to really feel like they're holding you, taking care of you, making sure you feel comfortable, and making sure you know that you're the one they choose. You're the one that they want. Both of these were reversed. All right. So how does this night of passion happen? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. What I am getting from this is you guys may already live together or have children together, and whatever these issues were with this Five of Swords reversed, the conflict and stuff, you're going to end up working through some issues, and it's going to turn into drinking and fucking. So you, I feel like, are a couple that heals through sex. Like, you're the ones who have a problem and then y'all have sex and everything is fine. But that's what I'm feeling. And if you are not a couple, maybe this person or you are going to end up helping them in some way with a family situation. And through that process, you guys are going to end up getting real cozy and sipping and dipping. And your final card of advice: twin flames. Your passion ignites. So this person is your twin flame. You may have had a runner chaser situation with them for a long time. Follow the twin flame journey if you feel that that applies to you as well. If you feel like you and your twin flame are still having trouble sticking it into a commitment. However, either way, if you're here in Pile 1, your mate or the person you desire is your twin flame. And I wish you much luck on that journey. On that note, please give a thumbs up to today's program if any of it resonated with you, and I hope it did. And remember, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I'll be back with Pile number 2. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. Whew. All right. So let's move your card to the side. This is your card of advice. We read that last. I will tell you off jump, my first pile was my pile of the sneaky, creative, cross-dressing, possibly character dressing, wild pile. This pile is the highly energized pile, and I do feel like there's a huge change that happens within every time you have sex. So you have to be very careful about who you sleep with. This is a pile that can't just have a lot of fun. Like, you can't just go out and be like, I'm just going to sleep with whoever I'm attracted to. You do have the energy for it, and you attract those who want to match that energy. This is red jasper. Red jasper is great for body, physical energy, and this is a lot of it. So I do feel you will not run out of energy on this night that's coming in, and neither will your mate. However, you have to be very careful about where you place your energy, okay? Because sex for you is transformational, all right? I hope you understand that. So let's see if you're calling this love in or if you're blocking this sexy night out. Oh, 2 of Cups. Oh, you're calling it in. You're calling it in. In fact, you're calling in your soulmate. You don't want this to just be a night of sex. You want this to be a meaningful night. Okay. You have the Seven of Wands. So this is something that you feel like you've had to fight for. You had to stand your ground for. Maybe there are obstacles in the way of you guys coming together. Maybe there are people who oppose it. That's the view I'm getting, is that you have to protect this union and fight to bring it into fruition. Ace of Swords. Yes, the truth. It's going to manifest. This is something that is meant for you to happen. It does feel like there's been a lot of obstacles in the midst of it, but you stood your ground. So they are going to reward you with a union with someone who is meant to be with you. Feels like for the long term. It's like a gift. Some kind of clarity coming in. You realize that this is the person you would like to be with. Interesting, my Patus. All right, so let's see. Will it be a committal situation or just an intimate situationship? So you have the Three of Roses, which reverse, which is the Three of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune, reverse. And the Eight of Roses, which is the Eight of Pentacles, reversed. Will it be committal or just an intimate situationship? Well, for some of you, it will be, feels like a game night or a collaboration of efforts. It feels like maybe it'll be a night out with people you work with. I do see drinks being involved in some cases, not everybody, because I only see one bottle here. But I do feel there is some karmic clearing that must be done with the Wheel of Fortune being reversed. So there is some stuff that needs to be purged and released, some maybe ways of thinking, maybe certain people, because with the Three of Coins here, or Roses reverse, it's like a collaborative effort that just is not a good one. Yeah, Eight of Roses reverse is like bad work, not working well together. So for some of you, this is going to be someone you work with, and probably may affect work in some kind of way, or maybe it has been affecting how you guys work together to an extent. And then for some of you, this is someone who can only come in and be committed to you when some karma is cleared, when past collaborations and stuff and old work habits, old habits have been released, is what I'm hearing. Then this situation can be committal. But right now, it feels like a wishful thinking. Like spinning the wheel and hoping that it gives you, it lands on what you want, you know? Yeah. So right now it's up in the air. You're not really sure if it's going to be committal or a situationship, and neither is Spirit. Spirit is saying at this time there are other things that have to come into play for this to be clear. But right now, it feels like there's been an effort to work together in some way. And maybe that is what the issue is. I know it seems to be an issue with money and finances for some of you as well. So maybe you're hesitant to commit because this person doesn't have financial stability. Take whatever resonates, but these are the messages that are coming through. There is a chance of committing, but there are a lot of things, challenges in the way at this time, is what I'm hearing. So it's up in the air if you are going to commit to this person the next time you guys have a sexual encounter. Okay. So what will they discover that you like in the bedroom? Whispers in your ear and some tongue drives you crazy. So if they whisper in your ear and stick their tongue in your ear, you'll lose your mind. And soft, sensual kisses is your other poison. If they are kissing you softly and sensually all over your body, you are like putty in their hands. Now, what will you discover that they're going to be into? We have the Knight of Chalices, which is the Knight of Cups. He was reversed, so he might be into saying a whole lot of stuff to turn you on, like somebody who just talks and professes their love. And it might not even be like they really feel like that intense feelings of love, but they're willing to say whatever they have to say to make the moment, to make the mood. So this is somebody who is going to come probably first with speaking to get you turned on and telling you all these wonderful things, some true, some just being said so they can enhance the energy of the night. So with this Knight of Cups, don't get too wrapped up in what they say in the moment of ecstasy. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. They like luxury. They're going to want it to be a nice environment, a nice situation. They're going to want to feel like your knight in shining armor, whether it's a woman or a man. They like to feel like they're saving the day or the moment. Yeah, but they would like to be able to have a lot of money to spend on you or to make the situation luxurious. They're into romance, and so are you. So what brings this Knight of Passion into being? Engagement. You guys get engaged, or you are engaged to this person. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So either you guys are already engaged, you're going to, this person's going to propose to you, and then you're going to be like, let me give you some. Or some kind of leveling up with working together, where now you're more closely working together. Maybe you were above them, now y'all are partners, or they were above you and now you're being promoted up to a higher level where you're going to end up working together. Whatever the case may be, this night is going to be a long one. It's a lot of sexual energy around it. It feels like a lot of fighting to make it happen and standing your ground. It does feel like some odds still having to be straightened out as far as work and finances are concerned. But yeah, I guess it's going to become a committed situationship since we got engagement here. And your final card of advice, well, I'll repeat. It says romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So we got romance coming in here, and I just said you both are romantics, didn't I? So there's your confirmation. There's going to be a lot of romance involved in this night. You guys have together, maybe wining and dining, maybe good food, a nice environment, beautiful music. Yeah. And I think putting work aside is something that's going to be very important. I feel like there's a lot of strain and worry around money with this union, and that needs to be put to rest, because this is a beautiful union. You got the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate, divine mate vibe. That's what I got for you, my pal twos. I hope this resonated in some way. If so, give this show today a thumbs up so we can keep having more episodes of Sit With Me. And read the description for other ways that we could vibe, and you can maybe get a personal 18++ reading or one of my other reads. Subscribe if you're new here. We love new light workers welcoming into the we love welcoming new light workers into the tribe. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. I'll be back with pal number 3 later. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading. So this is your card of advice. I'll read it last. Pal 3s, you are my pal of You're the wild sex, the rough sex. You're the pull my hair, grab my neck, rip my clothes off. The bigger the size, the better. The tighter the hole, the better. You're that pal. You guys like it wild and rough at times, and that's fine. That's what you got coming in. Okay, so let's see if you're calling it in or blocking it. Don't be scared. Alright, you have the Queen of Cups. Feels like most of my crew, y'all horny and y'all on it. Y'all look like y'all calling in what y'all want. Yeah, Page of Cups. You calling it in, alright. Maybe a little bit younger than you. And the Eight of Cups reversed. Alright, so you're calling it in and you're blocking it. It's like with the Queen of Cups here, you're very intuitive. You are really focused on filling up your cup, and that's your emotions. You want to feel good. You want someone who is emotionally secure and who also can deal with yours, and you can, you guys can have a beautiful love together. Now, you do have someone coming who's professing their love to you. They're a little younger, and you might not take them seriously, or you might not be paying attention to them just as of yet, but there is a younger energy around you that wants to make this offer. However, there's something you're clinging to, something you need to let go of for this to come in. With the Eight of Cups reversed, it means there's something that you're emotionally attached to that is done, but you're still kind of there. You're still kind of clinging, and it's time to move on. Okay, so if that's a past relationship, could be someplace you're living that you've been needed to move, could be somewhere you're working. Whatever it is something you're emotionally attached to. Your heart is into it, and you really feel a fear of walking away from it or letting it go. Okay, if that doesn't sound like you, then maybe this isn't your pal. All right, so will this be a committal situation or just an intimate situationship? You have the Three of Shells, which is the Three of Cups. Two of Roses, which is the Two of Pentacles. And the King of Roses coming through reverse, which is the King of Pentacles. Is this going to be committal? Does not feel like it. Alright, I get the vibe that someone's going to have someone else or be juggling, or if that's not the case, this is going to be a situationship where there's more than one person in the bed, like orgy type thing, which is fine if that's what you're into. But I'm seeing Two of Roses, which is like balancing and juggling, and Three of Shells, which is like friends. So it does feel like a group of friends coming together, having some fun, mixing and matching. King of Roses here is reversed, so I'm getting a feeling that there's no loyalty. The King of Pentacles is very loyal, so it doesn't feel like there's a loyalty. It just feels like some fun. Okay, so if that's what you want, you could get that night of fun. That's most likely what you're calling in at this time, possibly because you're clinging to something else. Okay, so let's see. If you finally do let go of what you need to let go of, what will they discover that you like in the bedroom? Okay, so you may be someone who's into nice boobs, or you're someone who likes your boobs to be touched and sucked and fondled, and you take great pride in them. And I will slowly strip for you. So they're gonna realize that you like to be sensual, you like to spark the fire, slowly teasing. You like to tease, you like to tantalize, you like that excitement. So what is it that they're gonna be into? Wait a minute. Okay, this pile has 3 cards instead of 2. It's interesting. So the 7 of Wands, you're going to find that they are very aggressive in the bedroom. They will stand their ground. They're able to take a lot of what you do to them. In fact, they like it. If you're doing things that make them feel like, oh my God, I can't take it. They like to try to stand their ground, and they like to do the same to you. We have the Devil reversed. Well, the Devil coming through at all has a lot to say about the sexual energy. There will be a lot of sexual energy. I do feel like it will be some rough sex in there, wild sex. But I do feel that this person, they get very horny, but with you, they're able to relieve that in some way, and maybe it's through the fetishes that they have that many people wouldn't be open to, that you would be. And 5 of Wands. Yeah. So this person likes to watch sometimes too, to see you having sex with someone else or you watching them. So they are a little freaky deaky, which is all good. All good. Yeah, so this person is into a lot of freaky stuff. They love to do it outside. By the way, that would be something major for them that will really rile them up. All right, so how does this night happen? Reconciliation. Is this an ex? Is this someone that you were with before? Someone from your past is returning to your life. So maybe that's why you have this 8 of Cups reversed. This night of sex is going to be with someone that you used to be with, or someone that you are struggling to break up with, and perhaps they're going to reconcile, and through this reconciliation, you guys are going to end up being intimate again. Take that if that resonates, but it does feel like it's some kind of situation where a friendship that broke off, or a relationship that broke off, and coming back together to make peace. Maybe hanging out with friends, and then you guys end up doing something, or all of you guys end up doing something. Whatever the case may be, it's going to be a rough and wild night. Your card of advice, it says balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, and that's going to be what you discover probably in your reconciliation. That there's no right or wrong. Sometimes you just have to compromise. And you can't just run away every time something poses as a challenge in a relationship. And yeah, this person does feel like they have immature energy, and they are a older person coming through as a king later, but they're not really sure about committing, and neither are you, probably because you have some past history with them. And that's what I got for you, my pal threes. I hope you enjoyed this Mina After Midnight episode. If you did, give this whole show a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We love welcoming in new light workers to the tribe. Check out the description for other ways we can vibe. And I will see you again next time on the next episode of Sit With Me. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe.